So, guys, we have another breaking news. This is going to be the second of the day, and I want you to pay critical attention because what you are going to be hearing now is very, very important. Let me tell you, this is an urgent news. Mali officially protests after under 19 basketball team denied visa for World Cup in Czech Republic. And Czech Republic is part of the EU country. So whatever I'm going to be telling you now has a lot to do with the EU. Czech is just one of the partners of the EU. The EU countries are France, Britain, and Germany. So whatever Czech is doing now, just know they have the backing of either of these three states, and the diplomatic rift between Mali and France. So I just want you to copy with me and let's go. On Monday, June the 14th, 2025, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Mali sent a strong protest to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Czech Republic. Federation FIBA World Cup, Under 19 World Cup, and the Malian Under 19 Women National Basketball Team was rejected visa. And this is a competition where all countries in the world will be allowed to play. It's just the Under 19. So something seismic is happening here, and I want us to pay critical attention. And this is coming after the AES state has declared that there will be no free mining license to any other, Western states, and they've already made another decision that they won't be trading their mineral resources of critical importance to economy. They won't be selling it to the West. Now the West is trying to tell them, you know what? You can keep your resources. We are going to keep our visa. So, guys, let's ask this question. What is more important? Is it the mineral wealth or the visa in a competition where I feel like Mali might not even win? They might rob them, at the end of the day. So, and it begs the question, for what reason, what type of security threat does the Malian under 19 female team pose for Czechoslovakia to reject their visa? So, according to what was said by one of the diplomats, it said, Czech is sovereign and free to refuse anyone it wants on its territory. Long live its sovereignty. Now they're saying now they have every right to reject anybody in a global competition, so-called global competition, right? So, according to what we were told, it's a question between, for me now, I'm going to say it's a question between, does Mali want to gain independence or does Mali want to play a basketball game? Nothing great comes without a consequence. Now, if you are having a problem with someone and you think you don't have a problem with the person, when the person starts reacting to your actions, which are the policies, of Mali, I think the reactions of the West now is showing us that they might not be coming out to really, really, do something tough to Mali, but with this type of moves, you will be able to see that the West really, really has a serious grudge with the AES state, but they don't have anything on these guys that they can hold and be like, you know what, we're going to fight you to stand still. So, because they don't have any moral justification, they don't have any evidence, they don't have any conditions to which they can hold these people to. Do you get what I mean? Because these three states don't use the diplomatic world order, which just inversely put them under the oppression of these Westerners. So I believe it's a question of, does Mali want independence? Because everything that Mali, Nigeria, and Burkina Faso has been doing right now has been speaking one word: independence, independence, independence. So why should they even be protesting? Yeah, everything should be free and fair and all of that. But now Czechoslovakia has said that they don't want Mali in the competition since it's going to be on their soil, even though they call it a global competition. So what I feel is the Malians should return home. Yeah. But if there is anything like a Czechoslovakia embassy or whatever, that embassy should be completely banned in Mali without no further conversation, without no further diplomatic talk. They shouldn't be allowed to stay. Now, a lot of people will say, okay, since Mali, banned the Lulu Gonkoto mine, the Barrick gold and all of that, and they nationalize this thing that it only affects France. It doesn't affect France alone. It affects a lot of these other guys because the NGOs, and a lot of other multinational companies. This is what they come to do in Africa: loot resources, sow insecurity, serve as proxies through which they can keep funding, chaos and unrest to displace people so that they can have full control. And you can see another big information that we've heard recently is that DRC diplomatic talk with the United States regarding the conflict with Rwanda has just broken down.
And what that means for rare earth minerals. And don't tell me that he's going to get it from Ukraine. Russia just occupied the second largest lithium or the largest lithium plant or mine in Ukraine. The rest of the rare earth minerals will go to Russia as well. That peace deal with Congo just collapsed. The 3 non-diplomats they sent ran away for their lives. And China is getting ready to pull the plug on it again because Lindsey Graham's an idiot.
According to the information we got, the 3 diplomats that were responsible for participating in this diplomatic talk actually ran for their life. I don't know what happened. I don't know who threatened them. I don't know what they were trying to achieve by running away. But ladies and gentlemen, according to the information we have, the United States will no longer have this big man thing over the DRC mineral sovereignty. Ladies and gentlemen, now that Mali's visa in participating in this competition has been revoked, what do you think? Do you think they should continue to pursue maybe a legal case or something? Or do you think they should celebrate? Because this is just another move. It's just another piece of the puzzle that tells us that something good is happening. Maybe this defiance is really louder than we think it is. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, kindly drop your opinion in the comment section below. It's your boy 7200 signing out, enough say Fargo. I love you all, man. Much respect.